Welcome to our introduction to Bischoff Academy 80/20 training system. On our home site Bischoff Academy, press the link to the training platform here. Now write your first name, last name and the mail you used when you ordered your course in these fields, and press the button as explained on the page. The Danish training platform appears, but don't worry, just press the link to the English education platform. On the next page press login. You will be directed to this picture, where you can find your course. We chose Course 1 Lean. Now we reach the page with links to Lean Danish and English versions. Press the button to the English version. To log in you must write your user ID and your password. Our course Lean has 3 parts. We want to start with part 1. So, I press the part 1 illustration. The part 1 page appears. Note the section, Get Started. Read the instructions carefully and get a good start on your course. Scroll down a bit on the same page and your training window appears. Please be aware that it may take a few minutes before you see the first training page. The size of the file is up to 50 MB. Use the pause button on the player to stop the lesson and read each page. There are 3 seconds between every page. Now you are ready to start your training. As the very first, you are introduced to the content of the course program. You will see several examples of the disciplines, which the course deals with. Why? Because we want you to be well prepared to the content of the course. By the way, you don't need to read the text on these pages. You will see the same pages later on in the course. At the end of our presentation of the training program, we present a total review of the whole course, and then we start the training. Here you see the first training page. In the current situation we begin with a short introduction to the Lean history. Here is the next page. It's important that you deal with text and images. Try to see, read and understand, before you go on to the next page. And don't forget that the illustrations are a picture of the subject of learning. In the current situation, a specific situation in Denmark, our production costs are rising and sales prices are falling because of competition from other suppliers. There is a great need to optimize the processes. Here Lean is a great tool. Each time you have been through 4 to 10 pages, you get a repetition of these pages. Why? Well, it is important that you during your lesson get overviews of what you have learned step by step. You will later experience that you remember the learned substance much better. So don't you proceed with the next lessons, until you have seen and understood the prior lessons. When you with this systematic review has been throughout the course, you will be taken to a final comprehensive examination, a final review of the entire course with a few important pages, which you will hopefully recognize. This last review concludes with a summary over the disciplines. Too much repetition? No, believe me, our experience shows that it is a good way to remember and understand the substance. If your course have more than one part, you will get an overview of the next part as here, Lean Part 2. All our courses ends with this page. In this case from this video about Lean Part 1. You are now ready to test your skills. We have some multiple choice questions you can choose to answer. Here you see the first part of the multiple choice page. You get some good advices. Please read them carefully. Now, put a check mark left to that answer you consider to be right. Now you can press the link at the bottom of the multiple choice page. You will now see the page where you find the correct answers. When you have finished the multiple choice questions and would like to move on to the next part of your course, just press this link, and you start the same process as described in this video in the next part of the course. Here you see the first page of Lean Part 2. Have fun with your course from Bischoff Academy.